record. Well, better take a selfie. Oh. Oh, no, that's just my face. Well, guess I better start the trek back to my moped. Oh dear. I appear to have sat in a wad of gum. Well, is this a pickle? Maybe if I just... Nabbit.
Now that is quality television.
I agree, sir.
Shut up, intern. If I want your opinion, I'll ask for it.
But you never asked my opinion, sir.
And that should tell you something. Now, did you shop this around all the networks like I asked?
Oh, yes, sir, I have. Do you think anyone will pick it up?
Of course they will. I produced it. The question is, who's going to get the goods?
Well, maybe CW.
Sure, with Earl as the main star, I sincerely doubt it. Everyone on that network looked like models. Earl isn't anywhere near attractive enough. You have to be at least an 8 to get on that network.
Good point. Well, how about Fox?
God, intern, come on. Terrible idea. You want to get canceled after mid-season?
No,
God,
sir. Sorry.
Terrible.
Right, sir. Well, who will pick it up then?
NBC, definitely.
You know, sir, they don't really have anything going on.
Not even remotely. It's just sad.
I heard that Parks and Rec is getting canceled after this season.
Just tragic. I resonate with Ron Swanson on an emotional level. Hold on, intern. I'm getting a call. Goodbye. Yeah, it's the way I answer phones now. Keeps the caller on the toes. It's a power move. Don't worry about it. You'll never be in my position. Yep. Uh-huh. Is that so? Well, all right. Well then, that was the studio head. It appears I've been fired.
Oh, what?
When you have a life that's awesome as mine, you live it and you live it hard, cause you all in your grind, and then you're doing it good, and then you're doing it right. I like bright, and I like my Lord Jesus Christ.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Face Rockin', Season 4 premiere. So, I'm Jalen, this is L. We're the Barnes Bros. Did you guys miss us? Did you miss Face Rockin'? I was starting to miss Face Rockin'.
I missed it too. I missed it. I missed doing this video.
Look at our new setup. We got a little thing back here, a little backdrop. Mugs.
Look, we're
Batman, Superman. All right, let's hop right into it. So, today's episode of Face Rockin', we're going to talk about superhero shows. It seems like we just had in this past year, or 2 years, we have like an advent of like superhero shows.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Remember the old days where all we had was Smallville? You know, now we have
Smallville.
Well, the 4 shows we want to talk about now, and there's more than this, but the 4 shows that we want to focus in on that are comic book related shows or superhero shows are Flash, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and Arrow and Gotham.
So Arrow, this show has really grown a lot throughout the years, and the main selling point to the show to me is the man himself, Oliver Queen. I mean, his growth, seeing him from where he first started to now, his maturity, and really falling into the role of being a hero, I really feel like he's really hitting his stride. And it kind of is a testament to the show. I feel like the show is hitting a stride. And basically, the way the team works together, you really feel like you've been on this journey. And seeing all the pieces fall together and all the way everyone works together is just really, really good. I really enjoy that about this show. It has a dark tone to it, but I really feel like it does a good job of balancing the darkness, but also having a tone of hope, because you kind of get that feel from the show that things are dark in the city, but you always have that sense of hope that, you know, they're going to power through it. They're going to find a way to do the right thing and basically save the day. And that's what I really love about Arrow.
It's superseded just being a good superhero show or just a good CW show. It is being one of the best shows on television right now. It just really is. All right, I'm gonna talk about Flash. Flash is the new show. Flash, I'll compare it with Arrow since it's set in the same universe and is technically an Arrow spinoff. When Arrow first started, it started slow. Flash just came out swinging. Flash in its first episode established the quality of that show, and it has not dropped. And what's interesting is that right now it's a real case of the week feel. And if you don't understand what that is, case of the week, like every week it's a new obstacle, a new villain. On doctor shows, it's a medical case. And a law show like Law and Order, it's a crime.
Yeah.
And superhero shows, it's a new villain every week. And that can get stale sometimes, but Flash has such strength in their characters and the way they interact with each other that it doesn't matter. You know, sometimes the villains can be underdeveloped week to week, but you love the other characters so much that it just feels good. Like, I would be satisfied if they didn't necessarily expand the mythos of the show. I mean, there are certain storyline threads that you could tell they're hinting at and it's going to build and build up throughout the rest of the season. But if they just kept doing case of the week style, it would work because their characters are just that good. Barry with his adopted father, Joe West, that's some of the best man to father figure interaction I've seen in a long time. And then his father, who is in prison, is his biological father. You know, his interaction with him, it's just so real and authentic. You know, the relationships in this show, that's what it is, authenticity. And in a show that is dealing with metahumans and superpowers, coming off from a show that's more grounded like Arrow, authenticity, the fact that they pulled that off is really good. The cast of characters is strong. There isn't really a character that is written. Some people get on your nerves from week to week, but there's nobody that's ever like just get them off the show. Everything just really works. There's layers to everything. Flash just really came out the gate swinging, and it's a really good show. You should be watching Flash. Even if you're not watching Arrow, you should be watching Flash. Everyone can enjoy Flash.
Gotham. I have only two things to say about Gotham. Jim Gordon and Penguin. That's all you need.
Yeah.
No. Jim Gordon, Penguin, and Alfred.
Oh yes, after this past
That's
episode,
all
yeah.
you need. I'm not gonna get into it if you haven't seen it yet. Watch this show.
Yeah.
My first thought was like, oh my god, seriously, a backstory for Batman. Not even Batman, a backstory for Gotham City. With no Batman, what's the point? You just get to see how crazy Gotham City is before there was a Batman. You see why there needed to be a Batman. Anyone who argues that Batman creates his villains, maybe some of them. But this show, you get to see how the groundwork was already laid for before there even was a Batman. His villains still would have been around. But Jim Gordon, my god. Jim Gordon is basically like this, imagine this heroic figure, this beam of light. It gets dropped into like this dark cesspool, this evil crookedness. The cops are dirty, everyone's just balled up in the filth of Gotham. He's coming in just like this guns blazing, busting in. I represent justice, I represent truth and liberty. He's coming in like hard hitting, and he's coming for justice. That's his whole point, and he doesn't care about what anyone thinks about him. And I love it. I was like, well, I don't think you need Batman right now. I feel like the way that they're setting the show up, that once it's over, it's going to be a passing of the torch to Bruce Wayne when he becomes Batman. In a sense, it's going to be like Jim Gordon, after he's handled all the crime families and more of the basic stuff, when it starts to get a little bit out of hand, and at that point Jim Gordon is going to kind of say, I've done what I can, it's time to pass over to Batman. I know they're not going to literally do that, but I feel like it's kind of setting it up for that feel. You can see, yeah, when Batman comes, we need Batman. Jim Gordon did all he could, but we need Batman now.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Gotham's the most controversial, but Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the issue with that was when it first started, it started very slow, it was kind of stale, and people didn't see the need for it because people had an expectation for it, and I had an expectation for it, but it wasn't meeting the expectation. So most people, rightfully so, quit after the first 2 episodes. But I tend to stick with stuff, especially if it's like a comic book show, because I stuck with it, and I'm glad I did because the show is really good right now. It is really a quality show. Should it have been this good when it started? That would have been helpful, but most shows struggle in their first season. After Captain America: The Winter Soldier came out, the show was already approved by that point. But after that came out, it just went, and you saw why it was taking them so long to build up steam, because they're waiting for that. So now going into season 2, the entire show has been retooled in a sense. The original cast is still there more or less, but they've added on characters, and it's a slightly darker show now, but it hasn't lost what makes it fun. And the stakes are higher. It's much more interesting week to week. I actually look forward to watching it now. Before it was kind of like, I could go a few episodes, miss some episodes, and then catch up later because I didn't really care. Now it's like week to week, I need to know what's going on, And Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. really has improved in its second year. You should start watching it if you haven't been, especially if you've seen Captain America: The Winter Soldier. That really ties into what's going on right now in the show. The characters are much better. The ones that were getting on your nerves, they had certain character qualities that were just annoying or just kind of like unbelievable. even the characters have made a shift in the tone of how they are, that everyone's more likable now. Some of the new villains they introduced is really going in a good direction. So Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has greatly improved. So if you dropped off, now's the time to come back. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is a really good show now. It actually is, and it's a good addition to the Marvel Universe. So I think that about wraps it up. Yeah, those are the 4 superhero shows we wanted to talk about. There's so much more we could go into about it, discussions, and maybe we'll do discussion videos. If there's a show we're talking about that you want to see our opinions, you know, theories about where the show is going. Maybe you're watching, you want to hear stuff from us, let us know, and then we'll consider doing a video on that. But for now, thanks for watching the first episode of Face Rockin'. I hope you enjoyed it. Give us ideas for future episodes going forward. And I'm Jalen.
I'm Zell.
And your face has just been rocked.
I messed up.
Okay.
Boom, bang, zoom.
Okay, do it again. All right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Step on his real swag and we go. Maybe CW.
Hey, baby. Sir, shut up, intern. I want your opinion. I'll ask for it.
But dang it, I get shut by that guy.
There you go.
Good point. Well, maybe Fox. No, but you never asked my opinion, sir.
And that should tell you something. Now, what'd you do with that?
Well, I shopped it around.
Yo, I'm just saying, Jim Gordon is a G. If I had to go into a fight, I need some backup, I would take Alfred Pennyworth,
Yep.
Jim Gordon,
Yep.
and one other person who I'd take from CW shows, probably Malcolm Merlin.
Malcolm Merlin.
And I think I would win every
Who's
fight.
the best villain going on right now? We got Penguin. We haven't seen enough of Ra's al Ghul yet, but we got Penguin. We got Malcolm Merlin.
Malcolm Merlin.
We got Whitehall from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
And then whatever the heck Harrison Wells is.
Yeah.
Who's the most compelling villain right now?
I guess Harrison Wells, because he's mysterious, but not so much.
Get the whole time travel.
I guess, okay, you
thing.
say compelling. He's probably the most compelling. There's nothing really compelling about Malcolm.
I like Malcolm though.
Yeah, I do too, but there's nothing really compelling about him. But if I had to go in a fight, I'm taking Malcolm Merlin,
Oh yeah, most definitely Malcolm
Jim
Merlin.
Gordon, Alfred Pennyworth, Malcolm Merlin.
Then you got Penguin. Penguin is just so devious. He would always win somehow.
Yeah, he
Somehow he would
but
always win.
my problem with Penguin is he gets caught all the time. How do you get caught so much?
Well, he gets out of it. So I
I know he
mean,
gets out of it. But okay, if I ever got caught into a mixed-up situation and I need someone to get me out of it, like if I get in trouble with the principal's office, I need some help, someone to get me help out, I call Penguin.
Yeah.
He would talk his way out of anything.